We got a -3? Yo, I've never seen someone get a Giga Fraud alert in these cards, bro. That's crazy. Bobbin, the Fixer, aka the Fix. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back with the agenda piece report cards, Whole Cake Island edition. Again, shout out to Not a Fraud from my Discord for all the hard work and the dedication to the agenda in which we can enjoy. I am so ready for this because I really want to see Bobbin the Fixer. That's really what I want to see, what Bobbin's grade is, because we know about the lore of Bobbin, but there's so many characters I want to see how they were graded, bro. And we're obviously going to start off with our captain. We're gonna start off with Luffy, so let's tap in. Let's tap in. Luffy, chapter 825, eats an unprepared fish that nearly kills him despite his resistance to poison. Honestly, bro, that's a good point. That is an L. I ain't gonna lie, I remember that. Unknowingly fooled by Pudding's acting, shared L. Okay, I mean, if we gonna give that an L, it is what it is. All right, butts heads with Mirror Luffy for a whole chapter. He does it. Okay, so that's grayed out, that's fine. Gets bodied by Cracker, is forced to go Gear 4 to do any real damage. Agreed, we was talking about that in the community at the time. Agreed, that's definitely one. Finally managed to defeat one of Cracker's biscuit soldiers with Kong gun. Okay, green. Gets his arm cut by real Cracker, begins sweating after he realizes he wasted so much energy on one of the infinite biscuit soldiers. Extra deduction, that's fair. Forced to fight Cracker in the goofiest way possible. Gray, fair enough. Sent Cracker flying with a new Tankman form and wins the fight. All right, obvious W. Victory couldn't have been sloppier, would have died without Nami. You know, honestly, that doesn't get talked about enough. I ain't gonna lie. But for the agendas, we're gonna put that aside for now. But yeah, that's, I ain't gonna lie, that don't get talked about enough. I mean, if we being honest, that's all I'm saying, Chad. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't fight back against Sanji, then gets taken out. This fight has no winners. Agreed. Still an L. Even after fighting a commander for 11 hours, he was able to take a beating from multiple DJ attacks. DJ attacks. Oh, Diablo Jambe. Right. Diablo Jambe. Okay, fair. Fights an army, gets taken out by Cream Punch. Disgusting name for an attack. I mean, all right, fair. Beats up Big Mom minions while starving. Successfully makes it to the meeting place. Punches the sense into Sanji and gets him to say what he wants. Cold from Luffy. Drinks milk, grows tooth back. Reverse curse technique. I didn't think about that, but that's also cold. Fair. Jumps out of the wedding cake with a bunch of clone Luffy's, causing chaos. Agreed. Announces that he is the real Luffy. Why would you do this? Honestly, that is an L. I agree. That was not smart. Successfully attacks Big Mom, the broken picture, despite Katakuri reaching him. Cold from him. Him and Sanji attack Big Mom. No damage. Gray. Fair. Sanji has to carry Luffy because he went Gear 4 to do 0 damage. I ain't gonna lie. Hey. Red hawks through Perospero's Candy Maiden Wall. W. Drags Katakuri to the mirror world and breaks the mirror behind him. Cold. You're right. Cold from him. Gets disrespected by Katakuri, who mirrors his attacks and beats him in every stat. That is a heavy L, I ain't gonna lie. Puts on a fake smile while getting ass beat so the crew wouldn't worry. That's a good captain right there. Exactly, I love that. Give him his credit. Destroys Katakuri's Merienda, exposing Katakuri as a huge fraud. Turns the tide of the fight. Cold from Luffy. Runs away. Divine luck allows him to run into Brule. Everyone was mad at this. I ain't gonna lie. Mickey. I'm glad we called out the Mickey. Give Luffy reds for his Mickeys. Agreed. Goes back to fight Katakuri so he can get stronger. Stupid but respectable, I guess. Gray. Fair. Gets fatally wounded because Flampe intervenes in their fight. I don't know if I give Luffy an L for that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Uses Future Sight to dodge the second Flampe attack. Cold. Conquers Haki Clash with Katakuri, knocks out the worst character in the series. Agreed. Snake Man gives him a brief advantage before Cat acclimates. Agreed. Wins the fight. Shows Katakuri respect by hiding his face with his hat that was cold from Luffy. Extra deduction. This win was also sloppy and had so many question marks. Agreed. I'm glad we balanced that out. So it's really just a light green. You could have just given that a light green for real, but I get it. Thinks Judge is listing Sanji's best qualities. Wholesome. Cold from him. I would give that a green. Declares he is Jinbe's captain now and permits him to stay back to help the fisherman pirates. Looks cold doing it. Very true. Extra deduction. Got as far as he did because of luck and the incompetencies of the Big Mom pirates. Agreed. Having the best fight in all of Po time skip to this day. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Earns a 1.5 billion berry bounty. Agreed. Is so illiterate he thought it decreased. That is also a Mickey L, but we're here. Lend me some trading Katakuri. This is you I'm up against, yo. Look at Katakuri's thing, yo. +2 cockroach. Cold. Luffy was a cockroach that whole fight. I ain't gonna lie. He really was. All right. Next up, Sanji, the man whose arc it was about. I'm actually scared. I'm seeing a lot of red. I'm scared. Takes Capone's crew hostage. Has his Luffy will become Pirate King moment. Cold. To everyone's shock, Sanji turns down a woman. W. Agreed. Off screens Yanji. Very likely a low diff. Agreed. We learned he could use a sword if he chose. The man is constantly nerfing himself. Spit. Loses to Judge, but only because Judge uses a cowardly trick. An L's an L. Saves Cassette from being hit by the plate that Niji threw. Instead of getting food on her face, she now gets badly beaten by Niji. Yeah, that was that. Grown-ass man gets bullied by his brothers again. Another L. Here we go. Defeats his captain in a fight that has no winners. Gets slapped by Nami. Negative red. I'll take that. That's fair. Luffy says he can't be king without him. Couldn't be Laurel. Cold. Comments. No Zoro fans. No Zoro fans. Zoro would not have killed Sanji if he saw him fighting his captain. Thank you for saying that. Ridiculous. Dark Red thinks pudding is his salvation while Luffy fights an army for it. Yeah, that wasn't a good moment. I ain't gonna lie. Hits his lowest point when he learns pudding has been playing him. Also, yeah, also L. Yep. Effectively one-shots Bobbin the Fixer, who can apparently destroy nations. Yo, cold from Bobbin the Fixer. That was a heavy feat. Being Bobbin the Fixer, bro. Yeah. That's a big feat. Finds Luffy at the meeting place, then feeds him wet, soggy food. I mean, okay, green. Tries to give a bullet point presentation to Luffy, gets punched. Wants to save his genocidal Nazi family. I'm told he's a kind man for this. Hey, listen, that's up for interpretation. Calls Pudding's eye beautiful, causing rippling hesitation from the Big Mom pirates. Dodges Katakuri's jelly bean. This was crazy at the time this chapter came out. Agreed, it was. Dodges point blank bullets fired by Pudding. Saves her from Daifuku. Agreed, W. Saves his shitty family in a pretty cold panel. Agreed. Brings Dodge down to his knees and disowns him for being a crybaby fraud he is. Also cold from Sanji. Sanji and Luffy both attack Big Mom. No damage. Sanji hits a woman ? That is a debate. Hits us with a corny ass line about baking a cake to make Big Mom fade. Okay. Remembers ingredients of cake by smell alone. This was supposed to be cool, but was it really? I mean, I'd give it a light green. I'm just saying, I'd give it a light green. Exact duplicate panel about making Big Mom fade. It wasn't cool the first time. Man, they giving Sanji some L's for that. Attacks Oven without being seen by anyone except Pudding. Saves Chiffon. Cold. Kicks huge cake into the ship. Again, the panel looked kind of cool, but was it really? Hey man, listen. We getting picky with Sanji. We getting picky. Frosting diffs a supernova. Frosting diffs. Oh yeah, I guess Capone tried it and then faints. Yeah. Simp Hockey detected by Jinbe and Nami from across the sea. That's crazy. Saves Luffy after he escapes from the mirror world. True W. Random Big Mom pirate slanders Sanji Skywalker, knocks him out of the sky. Yeah, that was a thing. I ain't gonna lie. Saved by his terrible siblings while they verbally bully him again. Another L. Clashes with Daifuku to save the ship, then unintentionally gets glazed by Judge. Cold. Didn't believe in his captain despite him historically performing miracles for his crew, even if he eventually came around. I don't like that deduction. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, all I'm saying is with everyone with these report cards, just know they go against everybody, so you just gotta hold that. And I gotta hold it. I don't like it, but I gotta hold it. Not a single Whole Cake Island fight or power up. We were all waiting for one. Fair. Shitty gag redeemed character mostly from his previous arcs. Agreed. Earns a larger bounty than Zoro +1 for the Sanji fans. Agreed. Everyone wants their favorite character to get their own arc because Sanji got his, so he steals the spotlight from them in those arcs. Cold from him. Wano was Zoro's arc. X. Egghead was Frankie's arc. X. Elbaf is Usopp's arc. TBD. I give that a W+2 Germa failure, which is a good thing. I don't care if it was an arranged marriage. She's 16. That's crazy. That is a crazy me. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. Next up, again with this. Here we go again. Stops Big Mom's hunger tantrum by throwing the crumb boucher in her mouth. Cold. Random Whole Cake Island citizen talk shit about him after he wimped out of leaving the Big Mom pirates in Universe Slander. Takes out Opera and saves Luffy and Nami from the book prison. Was not successful in the one group effort to save Brook from Big Mom. Introduces the crew to Capone. True. Officially leaves the Big Mom pirates. Calls Big Mom Amir Yonko. Takes the leadership role. Rallies the Straw Hats who were sad over Pedro. True. Successfully steers the Sunny through the wave room. That was really good. Gets knocked off the ship when he tries to block Big Mom's attack. Minor L. Doses Big Mom with ocean water, then knocks her off the ship with Vagabond Drill. Best feat to date? Yes, it was. Lied about why he wanted to help the fisherman pirates. He just wanted to sit out of the next arc. Refused to elaborate further. Yeah. +4 great asset. First of all, how did Jinbe lose so much weight? I hate this meme so much. Is unknowingly fooled by Pudding's acting. Shared L, okay. Goes on an undercover mission with Pedro. Cold. Gathers intel while in ghost soul mode. True. Takes out guards in the poneglyph room with really cool attack. Talks down to a Yonko saying, young lady, what kind of idiot draws up plans expecting to die? Goat aura. Cold from Brook. Loses to Big Mom. Sure, she's a Yonko, but an L's an L. I like the fairness. We learn he actually damaged Prometheus. Luffy couldn't do this. Very true. Had the poneglyph rubbings the entire time. My goat even made copies. Cold from him. Agreed. Destroys the picture of Mother Caramel. Yo ho ho ho. Cold. Struggles against fodder while Katakuri and Perospero watch. Gets low dipped and taunted by Perospero. I forgot about that. Runs on water to catch Carrot when Sulong form wears off. Cold from him again. Cuts Zeus with Big Mom standing on it, allowing a nasty combo attack with Nami to deal good damage. +6. Whole Kick Island MVP. Honestly, yes. It's just, why is Brook standing there with Usopp on the floor? Why is Enies Lobby beating Usopp on the floor in the background? Someone explain this to me. That's so toxic. He just cut him down. That's crazy. That's crazy. Usopp catches strays for no reason. All right, we got Nami, saved by Carrot from Mihawk Rabbit Randolph. Okay. Gets captured by Brule. Cold. Conveniently has been holding Big Mom's memory card in her bra for 2 years. Controls homies for a few chapters. Okay. True. That was crazy. Takes out Brule with a Thunderbolt Tempo. Cold from her. It's basically the only reason Luffy can beat a commander here. Kind of true. Adds insult to injury by slapping Sanji, who was already devastated after his captain. I don't know if I give her an L, but at the same time, she didn't know, but still, it is what it is. Fights Big Mom's army with Luffy and then gets captured. Friendly fire against Chopper. That's funny. Was the successful one in the group effort to save Brook from Big Mom. Cold. Stabs Sanji with a speech bubble which draws blood. True. Uses superior intellect to distract Zeus with lightning balls, then takes him as her new servant. That was cold from her. Her greatest display of power to date. Crazy lightning attack on Big Mom which leaves a huge crater. Very true. Amazing combo attack with Brook. Makes Zeus discharge to deal good damage to a Yonko. Yeah, Nami did some damage. She cooked. She did. +4 surpassed the weakling trio. This Nami on the background is hilarious. What is that? All right, Chopper. Oh, here we go. Chopper slander. Let's go. I'm only seeing 2 greens. Unable to cure Luffy's poisoning. To be fair, it's because he's out of medicine, not a skill issue. Okay. Is unknowingly fooled by Pudding. Okay, we all got that. Goes Monster Point. Still gets off-screen and trapped in the mirror world. Off-screen. Goes Monster Point the moment he is freed by Carrot. Takes out a giant crocodile. Pre-time skip Mr. Prince level feats. Uses Brule to look for Luffy through every mirror in Whole Cake Island. Friendly fire victim. Was not the successful one in the group effort to save Brook from Big Mom. Ruins Sanji's cool panel after saving his family at the wedding. Yo. Struggles against fodder while Katakuri and Perospero watch. Gets low dipped and taunted by Perospero. Goes guard point to block Big Mom from damaging the ship and hurting the crew. I'd give that a dark green. Goes monster point. Nothing comes from this. Probably got out merged by Carrot. -6. Not sure why he was there. Honestly, agreed and cold. Agreed. Next up, we got Carrot. Yo, that picture is crazy. Yo, Big Chunk is Carrot and then Carrot stew afterwards. Yo, look at that gun pointing. What is that picture? Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. It's unknowingly fooled. Okay, remember that. Becomes a Brule victim, gets trapped in a mirror world. Remember that. Use Brule's mirror power against her. The Carrot that was about to be cooked alive was actually a frog in disguise. Sneak attacks Brule, electrocutes some minions, including the Mid-Hawk Rabbit. Okay. Uses Brule to look for Luffy in every mirror. Was not successful in the group effort to save Brook and Big Mom. Tries to attack Katakuri. Fails. LOL. Goes to long form and attacks Big Mom's fleet. Steals ship wheels in the process. Yes, that was called from her. Continues to watch Big Mom's fleet, causing Daifuku to cut his own ships while dodging every attack launched at her. Okay, great. Extra deduction. Years hinting of joining the crew never materialized. Oda gave up on her and just said, F it. Let's make her the queen of Zou. -2 merchandise. Cold. I'm always here for Carrot slander. Always here for Carrot slander. That's fantastic. Okay, next up. Pedro. Okay. Briefly holds Pudding hostage, then suggests tying her up. His vibes about her were spot on when no one else was. Goes on an undercover mission with Brook. Acts as a decoy so that Brook can sneak into the poneglyph room. Defeats Tamago first egg form. Defeats Tamago second form chick. True. Doesn't sit around waiting for Tamago to evolve again, blows up the area and escapes the mirror world. Code from Pedro. Was not successful in the group attack and the group effort to save Brook. Okay, that's his only L from what I'm seeing. Fights Pumpkin Man, who asks him, "Are you Pedro?" This leads to theories about this being Pedro's stolen life force, which turned out to be nothing. Of course it did. Explosive heroism allows the crew to escape like a small domino falling that will inevitably help them bring the dawn. Broke the Will of Peace cycle established by Pell, Peckham's, and Pound. +6, underappreciated. I love that. I do love that, but Pedro and Sandy Cheek say, did somebody say boo? Look at his face in that helmet. He looks so stupid. Look at him. Yo, what? Yo, why does Pedro look so stupid in there? Yo. Next up, Capone Bege. Here we go. Nearly kills Peckham's with his version of Gatling gun. Cold. Almost gets outplayed by Sanji, but successfully brings him to Whole Cake Island. True. Finds and shoots Peckham's off a cliff. I was going to deduct Bege for not confirming his kill, but it's not a loose end that ever affects him. True. Presumably kills Bobbin, destroyer of nations. We learn his goal is to assassinate Big Mom. Meets Luffy and crew in one of the coldest panels. Faces Katakuri head on. Drops bars about the ability to change the future. True. Launchers explode when Big Mom screams. Plan fails. That is an L. Attacks Big Mom with cannons. No damage. Cannons get jammed with Mochi. Takes damage from Big Mom for a couple of chapters when she attacks Big Father. An L's an L. Shows off his infant son by shooting Oven from a large distance. That should be a double green because that's his most golden moment of the arc, bro. Cold from him. Drives his amphibious craft onto land to save his wife. Runs over Oven. Cold from him again. Gets taken out by Frosting. Mickey, but hey. One of the few very good fathers in a series full of deadbeats. W +3, second best dad. I can live with that. I can go home with that 100%. Cracker bodies Luffy with only one of his biscuit soldiers, pushes him to Gear 4th, revealed to be only one of infinite possible biscuit soldiers, cuts Luffy's arm in Gear 4 and actually shows us the terror of a Yonko crew. This showed the power gap between Luffy and a Yonko crew beautifully, only to have been matched by Kaido one-shotting Luffy later. Agreed. Gets irritated and hasty, loses to Luffy's tank man attack that uses his own biscuit powers against him. That is an L. Gets off-screened by Aokiji later in the cover story 0. Glass cannon. And it's just 4 crackers there. You know what? I'm with it. I'm with it. All hail Cracker. I'm with that though. At this point, they just know this meme gets me every time, bro. Like, look at yo. Why does Carrot look so brolic? Look at the muscles on Carrot, yo. Look at Perospero, yo. Perorin is crazy, bro, yo. Okay, traps the fraud smokes with Candy and taunts Judge. Hit with Ichiji sparking red attack after being freed from the candy. It takes all 3 fraud G brothers to break his candy wall. Pretends he shook. Takes control of Big Mom's hunger pan. Redirects it with the goal in mind of taking out the pirates who destroyed the wedding. Watches Brook and Chopper struggle against fodder. +1 for being hilarious. That is funny, I ain't gonna lie. Easily takes out Brook and Chopper once they're done with the fodder. Luffy breaks through one of the toughest defenses, Candy Maiden. Pats himself on the back about his large bounty that gets blown up. He did, yo. He just exploded right after that, yo. Kurei sees Slug to allow Big Mom to walk on water. Cold. Doesn't do much for the rest of the arc other than occasionally stress over the possibility of the cake being poisoned. Back hurts from carrying the Big Mom pirates. True. Perospero gets too much shit. Acted in his own self-interest by defending territory from pirates. Was about to massacre a family of war-hungry Nazis. Didn't even kill Pedro. He blew himself up. Gave away sweets to children and not in a creepy way. +3. Did nothing wrong. I agree. I agree with everything here. Perospero did nothing wrong, bro. I love it. Oven. Oh, here we go, bro. Here we go. Oven. Pre-chapter 886. Doesn't do anything notable at the wedding. I suppose he made Pedro drop his sword. Tries to kill Pound. Instead gets speed blitzed by Sanji. Doesn't know what hit him. Tries to hold Chiffon hostage. Gets shot by Capone from a large distance. Tries to stop Capone's amphibious ship. Gets run over. Is he stupid? Tries to stop Pirates Escape by bullying the sea. Gets stopped by Pound. Tries to kill Pound. We learn later in the cover story he can't even manage to do that. Yo. Leaves only 1 mirror intact in an attempt to catch Luffy. He and the Big Mom pirates immediately suppress the Sulon Peckham's. True cold. Takes a sparking Valkyrie from Ichiji. Boils the sea with fisherman pirates in it and burns Watakichi. -4. Tried his best and it's just an appliance. It's just an oven. Honestly, I didn't didn't realize that Oven took so many L's, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, he tried, but he just didn't perform. I ain't gonna lie. He just didn't cook. Uh-oh. All right, Katakuri, here we go. All right, okay. We got a -3? Oh, here we go. Okay.
We hate to interrupt the report card video, but this is a special announcement, as this video is sponsored by Raycon. Now, I'm sure you've all heard, Raycon is a brand like no other, with their new everyday earbuds taking the world by storm. The active noise canceling feature coupled with touch controls will have you feeling more Hollywood than Big Business Kizaru. Lifting, running, walking, and even listening to JD Legend's latest agenda piece report cards. I mean, if you're looking for a quick charging, long-lasting, noise-canceling earbuds at an affordable price, look no further than Raycon. Shop now for your own everyday earbuds and use the link in the description box below to get your own discount as well, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to flex like big business. At the end of the day, we're all trying to be rats in unison. So join the rat gang and become a member of the Raycon army.
Okay, kill Jigra with a jelly bean. First confirmed future sight user. Strong introduction. Fails to kill Sanji. Takes out the priest instead. Counter 1. Froze after he realized he can't stop Luffy clones. Counter 2. Taking Brule from the enemy. Shooting Bege's crew with jelly beans. Jamming Capone's cannons with mochi. True. Off screen and neg diffs ETG as he should. Clashes with Luffy in a mirrored attack. Gets dragged into the mirror world against his will. Counter 4. Dominates Luffy at the start of the fight in every stat. Mocks him while using a better version of the Gum Gum powers. Okay. Stresses out because no one else has dodged his attacks like this before. Counter 5. Pretends to be a competent villain. Doesn't allow Luffy to power up to Gear 4. Cold. Refuses to underestimate Luffy. Immediately underestimates Luffy because he needs his routine. Yo. -2. Giga fraud alert. Katakuri is caught with his pounce down after Brule glazed him into oblivion. Kills his own henchman who saw possibly the most concrete example of fraudulence in this series. Yo, why did they, I've never seen someone get a Giga fraud alert in these cards, bro. That's crazy. Starts tweaking. Luffy goes Gear 4, then starts landing hits. After getting hit by Gear 4 a few times, locks in and takes back control of the fight. W. Needs Flampe to intervene to do any real damage to Luffy. I wouldn't say that's true, but you know, it's even, so whatever. Fatally stabs himself. This pissed everyone off. I mean, I understood the character-wise, but that's kind of wild. Knocks out the worst character in the series of the Conqueror's Haki clash with Luffy. Cold. I no longer view you as below my level, as if Luffy wasn't getting lucky up to this point. I mean, yeah, he was. Quickly adapts to Snake Man, proven to still be both faster and stronger. True. Last one standing after Buzzcut, Mochi, and King Cobra clash. Falls forward. Falls on his back in front of Luffy. Loses the fight he could have won 18 times. Unexpected flashback showing how good of a brother he is. Cold. Blushes over the thought of the ops escaping. Deduction. Extra points. Had the best post-time fight. Contender of best fight in the series. True. Back also hurts from carrying the Big Bomb Pirates, which should tell you something about the Big Bomb Pirates. True. Stocks plummet when Katakuri and Oven punch each other after inhaling Caesar's gas in a cover story. They giving him crazy deductions in a cover story. Can see the future but can't do shit about it. -6. Luffy fanboy. Oh, did Katakuri get so much? Such a bad rating. Oh my goodness. Yo, the Katakuri slander is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, Whole Cake Island report cards are brutal. The agenda is brutal here, bro. Hey, nobody is safe, bro. Okay, Big Mom. Okay, I know this about to be bad. All right, here we go. Whew, man. Big meme. Yeah, she about to get cooked. Goes on one of her hunger pans and kills Moscato. He's apparently fine. Her dream is revealed. It's simultaneously loony and wholesome. True. Yeah, Moscato being fine is crazy. Gets disrespected by Brook when he calls her a young lady. Defeats Brook, not a crazy feat for Yako. Silver. Got fooled into thinking Brook was dead when really he was rescued and took the rope poneglyph rubbings with him. An L's an L. Took a random guess with Conqueror's Haki because he asked about Mother Caramel's picture. Oh, took out a random guest. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. That was kind of toxic. Loses her mind because the wedding cake and the picture were destroyed. That is an L. Accidentally killed a bear as a 5-year-old. Crazy display of power. Loses her mind after 7 days of fasting. Destroys the entire Elbath town. Yeah, that was wild. At 5 years old, takes out Chief Beardfall, a well-respected warrior giant. That was crazy. Cannibalizes her foster family, Low Diff. Low Diff is nasty business. It's a negative, but that's crazy. Earned a 500 berry bounty as a kid. Yeah. Destroys the cake's launchers that were mid-fight with her screams alone. Snaps out of her tantrum and attacks Big Father. Glazes cry I know. Okay. Loses her mind again, has to be manipulated by Perospero, another L. Murders King Bomb, rip my goat. Hey, rest in peace, King Bomb, bro. Big goat. Gets hit with Nami massive lightning attack, and L's an L. Crawls out of the crater like it's nothing. Ashley looks like a freak of nature. True. Knocked over by Pedro's explosion, probably no damage. Makes a tidal wave, homie, with seawater. I don't know how devil fruits work anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that as well. Detours to Nut Island for a few chapters. Silver. Goes on the offensive and jumps onto the Sunny. Oden needs to bring back this paneling because this went hard. That was kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. Sent Jinbe flying off the ship. Cold. Tries to attack the crew and the ship. Can't damage guard point chopper. L. Gets knocked off the ship by Vagabond Drill. L. Gets eviscerated by Nami and Brook combo attack and loses Zeus. Another L. Eats her cake. Delusionally sings a Disney musical while her crew does all the work. Yes, literally. Her children are scared of her to the point it's a detriment. Example, opera withholding vital information due to fear of getting killed. -7. Crew might be fine without her. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. I love the SpongeBob meme. I love it. I love it. That image is good. This is funny. This is funny. This is funny. Okay. Honestly, well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved -7. Well deserved. Next, Reiju. Here we go. Kicks Yanji off the ship for being an ass. Cold. Makes out with her brother's captain to cure him. She just wanted the monkey D, of course. Saves Sanji from the prison as a kid. Helps him get to a ship to escape. Cold. Gets off screen by Pudding. Gets her money erased. Cold. Revealed to have switched Sanji's exploding handcuffs with fake ones. This was kind of bullshit. Yeah, it kind of was. Saved by Sanji at the wedding. Great. Transforms and attacks Smoothie to save Nami. Cold from her. Gets immobilized by Big Mom pirates along with Luffy and Sanji. Shows up with Germa to help Sanji escape. +2. Not a total piece of shit. Respect. I agree. Not a total POS. Not a total one. Next up, the Fraud G Trio. Fantastic. Let's take a look at these freaks. Yanji simps over Nami, confirming that Sanji's terrible gag is hereditary. Reiju kicks him off the Germa ship for being an ass. Cold is off-screened by Sanji. Thinks he'll get revenge when his face is bent. Gets trapped by Perospero's candy, laughs about it. Saved by the failure brother. Cold. Froggy Trio and Reiju transform, show off their attacks. Help Sanji save Luffy from the Big Mom pirates. True. Has the lamest power of the Sperma siblings. Sperma is wild. Gets imprisoned in a book in the Germa cover story. -5. Bum. Agreed. Niji, with the help of EGG, quickly ends a random war that lasted 2 years before they showed up. Throws a fit when Sanji tells him to eat his food. Beats up a woman who cooked him food off screen. Yeah, Niji is trash. Gets face kicked by Sanji, needs brother's help to bully him. Gets trapped by Perospero's candy, laughs about it, saved by the failure brother. Right, and the same thing as Yanji with showing off the attacks and transforming and then sending Sanji and Luffy flying towards the ship and slipped a raid suit into Sanji's pocket. W. Gets imprisoned by the book. -3. Trash. Okay, now we have Ichiji. Uses wall command so that the random German soldier can block bullets for him. He has an exoskeleton. This was super unnecessary. Very unserious. Agreed. With the help of Niji, quickly ends a random war that lasted 2 years before they showed up. Cold gets trapped by Perospero's candy, laughs about it. Also calls his judge a bitch. Yeah, I don't even know. I would make that great, actually. Saved by his failure brother. Froggy Trio transforms and shows off attack. Gets off screen and no diff by Katakuri. Massive L. Saves Sanji from oven and -2 ass. Overall, we got bum, trash, and ass. You know what? I like that. Lastly, Fudge. Oh my goodness. Okay. Top 5 agenda fails when he needs to resort to cheap tricks to even beat Sanji. True. Threats of killing Zeph and exploding handcuffs make Sanji comply. Reaching. Doesn't realize Reiju invalidated this by switching the handcuffs out. Cold. 864. Chapter 864. Pathetic. Gets trapped by Perospero's candy. Cries because the pirate betrayed him. Wonders why his children he created are emotionless. Aren't showing any emotion. That was wild. While covered in tears and snot, is saved by his failure of a son. Brought to knees and disowned by his failure of a son. Gets one-tapped by Big Mom's Thunderbolt. Starts listing all of Sanji's best qualities to Luffy for some reason. Looks like he's about to fight Uroge's leftovers. We don't even see how or if this goes down. With Snack, I remember. All of his scientific accomplishments are invalidated when Queen casually has all the Vinsmoke's powers in his arsenals. Imprisoned and effectively tortured a child for not being a genetic mutant. Has the audacity to imply killing Sanji would be too inhumane. -13. Overall, feeble, woeful, sorry, poor, pitiful, lamentable, deplorable, miserable, wretched, contemptible, despicable, inadequate, meager, paltry, insignificant, negligible, insubstantial, unsatisfactory, worthless. And they got him as Usopp crying. This Usopp slander is crazy, bruh. Nah. I'm with it, yo. Fantastic. And last but not least, Bobbin the Fixer, aka the Fixed. Yes, give me Bobbin. Yes. Here we go. Bobs up to Big Mom after destroying a nation, displays no fear in front of her, and offers to go punish Fishman Island himself. Cold from Bobbin, cold. Led the Big Mom army to capture Luffy and Nami. Did he even fight? Man who supposedly destroys countries is effectively one shot by base, no named attack Sanji kick. Bounty was revealed to be an underwhelming 105.5 million berries. Oh my god. The community coped so hard they briefly forgot how to read and thought it was 150. Assassinated by Capone unless Oda clarifies. This was a hockey-less bullets. -5, destroyer of nothing. Bobbin the Fixer, bruh. Oh Bobbin. Oh Bobbin. Bob, we need to start a Bobbin agenda. We need to push Bobbin, bruh. Because they didn't give him a chance to really fix things, bro. They didn't give him a chance, bruh. They ain't let my man really fix things, bruh. They ain't let him fix it properly. You know what I'm saying? They gotta cut him some slack. He said, no, we don't. Hey, bro, Bobbin the Fixer, man. What a guy. What a guy. Shout out to Not a Fraud. Hilarious per usual. Whole Cake Island. Report cards done. Can't wait for the next one. We'll see what's coming up next. We'll see.